students, welcome to the chapter index number. Students, in today's session I am going to solve some examples on testing of TRT and FRT. Okay, so let us take the example. See, calculate Fisher's index number for the following data. Test whether it satisfies TRT and FRT. The first column item is given 2012 price then quantity, 2018 price then quantity. Students, these questions are very important because these questions are for 10 marks questions. So every year based on TRT and FRT, so one question is compulsory. So that's why you need to observe this question very carefully. Okay, students, in this question first we have to find Fisher's price index number. After finding Fisher's price index number, we have to test TRT and FRT. Solution, write the given things, students, here. So 2012 is base year, 2018 is current year. So 2012 means base year price means P0, base year quantity means Q0. Current year price means P1, current year quantity means Q1. Okay, to find Fisher's price index number, what we require? P0 Q0, P0 Q1, P1 Q0, P1 Q1. Okay, so first you have to find out P0 Q0, find out the values of P0 Q0, then P0 Q1, then you find P1 into Q0, then P1 into Q1. You know how to find out these values. So after finding these values, take the total of this. So after finding P0 into Q0, take the summation of this. So summation P0 Q0 total is 95. And next summation P0 Q1 total is 128. Summation P1 Q0 total is 116. Summation P1 Q1 total is 154. Okay. So as you know, the formula of Fisher's price index number is square root of summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 into summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q1 into 100. So now you substitute the values, students. Summation P1 Q0 total is 116. Summation P0 Q0 total is 95. Okay, and summation P1 Q1 is 154. Summation P0 Q1 is 128. So after solving this, okay, so 116 divided by 95 is 1.221. 154 divided by 128 is 1.203. Okay, students, after multiply these two values, then taking the root, after taking the root into 100, so the final answer of Fisher's price index number is 121.19. Okay, students, now we have to test TRT. So then what is the condition of TRT here? P01 into P10 is equal to 1. So this means first you have to find P01 of Fisher's. Okay, so P01 of Fisher's, you know as it is root of summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 into summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q1. So this is P01 of Fisher's into, okay, next you have to write P10 of Fisher's. So this means this is P10 of Fisher's. P10 of Fisher's, how to write P10 of Fisher's? It is P01 and it is P10. Here, students, you replace 1 by 0 and 0 by 1. So it becomes P1 becomes P0, Q0 becomes Q1. So P0 is P1, Q0 means it is Q1. Then summation P1 becomes P0, summation Q1 becomes Q0. P0 becomes P1, Q1 becomes Q0. So just you replace 1 by 0 and 0 by 1. Okay. Now you substitute the values. As you know, summation P1 Q0 is 116, summation P0 Q0 is 95. Summation P1 Q1 total is 154 and summation P0 Q1 is 128. So now you substitute these values. Summation P0 Q1 total is 128 and summation P1 Q1 total is 154. Summation P0 Q0 is 95. Summation P1 Q0 total is 116. Okay students, see here 116 and 116 get cancels, 95 here 95 get cancels, so 154 get cancels. So what remains? Here also root of 1, here also root of 1. So root of 1 into root of 1 is, after multiplying root of 1 into root of 1 is root of 1 whole square. Root of 1 whole square. Square and root get cancels, so what remains? 1. So this means P01 into P10 is 1. So here, so it becomes 1. So Fisher's index number satisfies TRT. Students, for the same example, you have to test FRT also. So what is the condition of FRT? Factor reversal test. P01 into Q01 is equal to V01. V01 means summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q0. Okay. First you write the P01 term, means P01 of Fisher's. So this is condition P01 into Q01. Okay. Write the terms of P01 of Fisher's. P01 of Fisher's is as it is. Formula of Fisher's. Summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 into summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q1. Okay. Next you write the terms of Fisher's. Q01 of Fisher's means Fisher's quantity index number. Same as it is, but here you are writing Fisher's quantity index number formula. So how to write Fisher's quantity index number? You just replace P by Q and Q by P. Okay. So it becomes PQ becomes summation QP divided by summation QP. Here also summation QP divided by summation QP. So Fisher's quantity index number is summation Q1 P0 divided by summation Q0 P0 into summation Q1 P1 divided by summation Q0 P1. So now substitute the values, friends. Summation P1 Q0 total is 116. Summation P0 Q0 total is 95. Summation P1 Q1 total is 154. Summation P0 Q1 total is 128. Students, now you substitute the values. Summation Q1 P0 total is 128. The summation Q0 P0 total is 95. So then summation Q1 P1 total is 154. Summation Q0 P1 total is 116. See here students, here 116 and 116 get cancels and another value 128 and 128 get cancels. So what remains? Root of 154 divided by 95. Here also what remains? 154 divided by 95. So after multiplying these two values, it becomes root of 154 square divided by root of 195 square. So here also square and root get cancels. What remains? 154 divided by 95. Okay students, here 154 means it is summation P1 Q1 total. 95 means summation P0 Q0 total. So this is the condition of FRT. So P01 into Q01 is equal to summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q0. So therefore Fisher's index number satisfies FRT. Okay students. So see here there is a note. Students, P01 of F is equal to Fisher's index number with reversed time. Okay. Swap 1 with 0 and 0 with 1. Okay, means when you are writing P10. How to write P10? Swap 1 with 0 and 0 with 1. Then when you are writing Q01 of Fisher's quantity index number, so how to write Fisher's quantity index number? So this is Fisher's quantity index number. Just swap P with Q and Q with P. Okay. Here P01, P10, Q01 and B01 are ratios. They should not be expressed as percentages. Students, when you are testing TRT and FRT, will not multiply it by 100 because you are expressing in the form of ratios. Let us take one more important example, students. Okay. So we will just read out the question. Calculate Fisher's index number for the following data. Show that it satisfies TRT and FRT. The first column items are given. Price of 2010 and 2012. Quantity of 2010 and 2012. Okay, students. Now you write the given things. 2000 price of here 2010 is base year. 2012 means current year. Price of 2010 means price of base year. Price of 2012 means price of current year P1. Quantity of 2010 means base year quantity Q0. Quantity of 2012 means current year quantity Q1. Okay, so these are the given things. To find out Fisher's index number or to verify TRT and FRT, what we require? P0 Q0, P0 Q1, P1 Q0 and P1 Q1. You know how to find out P0 Q0. You just multiply P0 into Q0. Here also you multiply the values of P0 Q1. Here multiply the values of P1 into Q0. Here multiply the values of P1 into Q1. So after multiplying, you take the summation of this. Summation P0 Q0. After adding these values, summation P0 Q0 total is 286. Summation P0 Q1 total is 256. Summation P1 Q0 total is 399. Summation P1 Q1 total is 354. Okay, students. First you find Fisher's price index number. You know Fisher's price index number formula. Okay. So now you substitute the values. Summation P1 Q0 total is, see here, summation P1 Q0 is 399. Right here 399. And summation P0 Q0 total. Summation P0 Q0 total is 286. Right here 286. Summation P1 Q1 total. Summation P1 Q1 total is, students, 354. Right here 354. Summation P0 Q1. Summation P0 Q1 total is 256. Right here 256. Okay, students. After solving this, 399 divided by 286 is 1.395. 354 divided by 256 is 1.383. So next you multiply these two values. After multiplying these two values, take the root of this. After taking the root into 100, so the final answer becomes P0 now Fisher's is 138.899. Now you test the TRT. As you know, the condition of TRT is P01 into P10 is equal to 1. Write the terms of P01 term. P01 means this is Fisher's formula. Next you write the terms of P10. P10 means you just replace here 0 by 1 and 1 by 0. So this is terms of P10. Now substitute the values. As per the substitute the values. Summation P1 Q0 total is 399. Summation P0 Q0 total is 286. Summation P1 Q1 is 354. Summation P0 Q1 total is 256. Okay. Summation P0 Q1 is 256. Summation P1 Q1 total is 354. Summation P0 Q0 total is 286. And summation P1 Q1 Q0 total is 399. Okay, students. See here, 399 get cancels. 286 get cancels. 256 get cancels. 354 get cancels. So all the terms cancel here. What remains? Root of 1. Here also what remains? Root of 1. So root of 1 into root of 1 is root of 1 whole square. Square and root get cancels. What remains? 1. So this means P01 into P10 is equal to 1. So therefore, Fisher's index number satisfies TRT. Now you test FRT. So what is the condition of FRT here? Condition of FRT is P01 into Q01 is equal to summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 into Q0. Okay, write the terms of P01. So these are P01 terms, Fisher's index number formula. Same as it is, Q01 means Fisher's quantity index number. This is Fisher's price index number, this is Fisher's quantity index number. So now you substitute the values, okay, these values, okay, right here as same it is, as it is, and these are Fisher's quantity index number values right here. See students, here 399 get cancels and 256 get cancels. So here what remains? Root of 354 divided by 286. Here also root of 354 divided by 286 remains. So after multiplying these root values, 354 square divided by 286 square root of, okay. So next, here students, root and square get cancelled. So what remains? 354 divided by 286. So 354 means this is summation P1 Q1. 286 means summation P0 Q0. So this becomes P01 into Q01 is equal to summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q0, or it is V01. So therefore, Fisher's index number satisfies FRT. Okay students, so in the next class we are going to discuss cost of living index number. Okay students.